Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, let's talk about some of the solutions that people are finding to help alleviate the overheating issues that we're seeing with the Blackvue DR900S 4K dashcam. Now, the Blackvue DR900S, it's my personal dashcam of choice. It's one of my favorite ones that are out there on the market. It records in 4K, it can record both front and rear, it records both when you're driving and when you're parked. It's got cool cloud capabilities to upload videos to the cloud, but all that stuff doesn't matter if the dashcam shuts off and doesn't actually record anything in the first place. And the DR900S has been having some issues with overheating, and now that we're getting into summertime, we're going to be seeing this more and more. Now, Blackvue has released a firmware update back in December that actually raises the cutoff threshold for the DR900S. It's now at 75 degrees Celsius or 176 degrees Fahrenheit. This doesn't completely eliminate the issue, and if your dashcam overheats, it'll actually say HT at the bottom for high temperature, and then it will go ahead and shut itself off. Nevertheless, people are finding that with the newer firmware, it does help to alleviate some of the overheating issues. However, it's not resolving it completely, which is where the next solution comes into play. Now, Northstar on the Dashcam Talk forum, he's actually been experimenting with some heat sinks that you can apply to your dashcam, and basically the idea is the heat sinks will help keep the dashcam itself cooler and prevent it from getting too hot to the point that it overheats and shuts down. Now, I haven't tried this yet myself, but some other people online have been doing it as well and have also been finding that, yeah, it helps to, in combination with the newer firmware, to help alleviate the overheating shutdown issues. Now, the heatsink that people are using, it's actually a heatsink designed for RC cars and specifically for the 540 motors, basically little motors to power RC cars. Now, what's cool is the size of the motor happens to be the same as the dashcam, and so you can take the heatsink and actually slide it onto your dashcam, and now you've got a heatsink for your dashcam. Now, there's a whole bunch of different heat sinks that are available for these 540 motors, and I'll link down in the video description to a number of them that are available. Some people are finding with some of the smaller ones, maybe you can put two of them side by side, things like that, but the general idea is you just apply it to the dashcam, and it's going to help keep the dashcam itself cooler. Kind of interesting too, because heat sinks are normally something you apply to maybe a CPU itself or something, and maybe add thermal paste for additional heat transfer. But in this case, people are actually having good luck so far just applying the heat sinks directly to the dashcam body. Something to keep in mind though is it is a pretty snug fit, so when you're sliding it on, just be careful not to actually scratch the dashcam's body itself, but otherwise, once it's in place, it holds really well, and people are reporting that they're really light as well, so you don't have to worry about it maybe pulling down onto your dashcam or anything. And then finally, the third thing that some people are finding helps, not confirmed, again, this is all just kind of stuff that people are experimenting with and just reporting online, and I'll link down in the video description to all the discussion that you can check out. But something else people are reporting is the Samsung Pro Endurance cards. They're really inexpensive dashcam specific memory cards. I'm pretty much replacing all of my dashcams with these cards specifically, security cameras, GoPros, everything. They're great dashcams meant for constantly being used, and people are actually finding that using these helps avoid some of the issues as well that people are seeing with the Blackvue and maybe some of the other dashcams too. So pretty much a combination of the latest firmware, a heatsink on your dashcam, and running the Samsung Pro Endurance cards. So yeah, it's cool to actually see some of the stuff being worked on. Now, I obviously wish that the DR900S didn't have this issue in the first place, but one of the things that we're seeing, and I guess why this is happening in the first place, is the 4K sensors, they generally just tend to run hot. I mean, I see similar issues with my GoPro Hero 7 Blacks that I record a lot of videos on, my Sony a7 III that I'm recording this video on. If I record more than about half an hour, this camera actually overheats and shuts down too. And so it's something I'm seeing with a lot of different cameras now that we're stepping up to higher resolutions. And the DR900S is no different. And here's some of the solutions that people are finding to help alleviate the issue. So anyway, just wanted to do a quick video to kind of share what people are finding and some solutions that people are coming up with to help keep the dash cams rolling and recording everything that you need out on the road. So awesome. If you guys have any questions or want to read more, again, links in the video description to all the discussion, the memory cards, the firmware updates, the heat sinks, all this kind of stuff. It'll all be down there if you guys have any questions or want to read up more about it. But anyway, yeah, a big thanks to Northstar for sharing this information, doing the testing, posting stuff up online, sharing photos for this video, all that kind of stuff as well. And yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.